Yeah, so there we go live. Hi everyone, I welcome you all to Layer 5's weekly websites meeting. Yes, another Monday, and that means we'll be talking about various sites that we have, including our design system and any UI UX proposal for enhancements that any of you may have. So this Google Docs that's also hopefully on your screen is the meeting minutes for this particular meeting, call. And yep, you can mention any agenda item that you have got, including open issues, pull requests, or any design spec if that's the case. And yeah, feel free to write your name in the attendees. Many of you are already doing that, so that's really nice. Um, we are also live on YouTube, and I think I already said that. So yeah, everything is in place. I've also sent reminders to folks who may be interested to join this particular meeting. Let's get started, and we will be following our weekly tradition, and that is, if you are joining this call for the very first time, unmute yourself and give a quick intro. Where are you calling from, and your interests, and etc. So, anyone who is new on the call today?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, I'm new on this particular call today, but I attended the one for Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So my name is Duak. I'm an Azure developer, technical support engineer. I came across Layer 5 on, I think that's a Google Summer of Code ideas, and what's particularly interests me is the support for Layer 5 on and the integration it's on integration of Azure to Layer 5 through the Azure Service Operator. And I'm also interested in the documentation. So if you could guide me on how to get across to the guys that are maintaining those particular services, that'd be nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for joining the meeting. And yes, so if you have some background in any of the technology that we integrate with, yeah, we have got a spot for you in a platform that, basically will help you create some content around your technology and give others a chance to play around with that technology in a browser-based environment. So I'll be talking, and in fact, this is something we discuss at length in newcomers meeting, and I'll basically leave a link to the page where you can, take a look more at the details. But thanks a lot, Udwork. We'll also be covering some docs sites, and hopefully you will be taking a look at them and getting started. So once again, thank you for joining the meeting and for giving your introduction.
Yeah.
Any more newcomer on the call?
Hello, my name is Igor. I'm full stack developer, and I'm interested in helping and learning on the front end and back end. I'm calling from Nashville, Tennessee, USA.
Hey, so first of all, welcome to the call and thanks a lot for giving your introduction. Do you also mind letting us know the technology that you, work with?
Uh, uh, it's React, Redux, all the web technologies like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Postgres database, Express.js, Node.js, like, and if there's something new, I'd love to learn as well.
Yep, that's
So
awesome.
stuff like this.
So like we definitely need some help, in React side, and Amit and Sudhanshu, who are the maintainers and like are active in this particular area involving this particular technology. I'm sure they will be pointing out some help wanted areas, whether you can take a look and, get started. So thanks a lot for giving your introduction.
Thank you.
Uh, that's it for the newcomers. You can unmute and give your introduction.
Vivek,
All right,
your voice is
folks.
breaking, I guess.
From Amit or Amit from my
I think Amit, you can. Let's get take over. I think Vivek has issues with his bandwidth. No worries. We'll start with our. If anybody left with, I'm audible, right? Just to make sure.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay, so we already over with the introductions. If someone is left joining for the first time, may have joined newcomers call also, so they can introduce themselves. Or if there is any mic issues, feel free to chat, introduce in the chat. Know you. Okay, starting with some standing agenda items. Vivek, you shall let me know when you are back. So,
Yep, yep. I think I'm back, and hopefully you all can hear me now.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, Sudhanshu. So hopefully I'm audible, right?
yeah, you are.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So, yep, if you are yet to give your intro, like make sure that you do this activity in chat box. And yeah, we will now go back to, like, we will be starting from the standing agenda items. But before that, I'll quickly drop this meeting minutes once again for those who may have just joined. And thanks a lot for the heads up, Harsh and others. Hopefully now my voice is better. So yeah, Sudhanshu, do you mind, kicking us off with this particular agenda item?
Okay, sure. Sure. I have my screen. So, first is MDX migration. So, I go with my things. Okay. I'm properly audible, right?
Yes.
Yep, Sudhanshu.
Yes, you're
Sorry to ask. Okay. So this is a long-standing PR which I have not been able to track because of some other things going on. This is a PR related to migrating our MDX version from GETS from V3 to V5. So what is this? Before going to this, we use Gatsby for our layer 5 site. Gatsby is a framework built on top of React. And we upgraded many few months back to its recent version, which is version 5, so the patch version of 5. We upgraded many of the dependencies along the way. The one which is left, which is MDX VT, right? I'll not go so deep because I've been already explaining many of the meetings. So this is one of the plugin which need to be migrated. Now, you might have seen some warnings or errors while building layer 5 site. Is API node validation errors. It is because coming to this. So any events, logs, or whatever you see in layer 5 site are all MDX supported. So if I go, for example, under resources and blogs, yeah, like not blogs, all these are MDX only. So we need to migrate this from MDX V3 to V5, and under the hood, we will also be migrating, which is automatically be migrated with this plugin, which is the parent version of MDX. Like, so Gatsby plugin MDX, which is the plugin we are migrating here, is also under the hood uses actually this MDX, the main MDX, which everything MDX, all the supported files are coming from this. Now, there is some build errors which I last faced on, which I like last time I worked on was basically the YAML syntax was not properly built. So that was left in this PR, and like might be some more changes because it's been stale right now. So anybody else who is interested in this area to track, to chime in, to see what's left and like how to improve this area and complete this. So feel free to ask in the Slack, or there is an issue also. Right?
So thanks a lot, Sudhanshu. Does anyone have any question, or we'll wait for 10 seconds?
And also, if you're seeing that too much file changes in that PR I just showed you, so don't worry about that. That's because there are a bunch of integration files which are actually MDX, or there is a late formatting changes. So you are seeing those things to scare off. Okay. So if nobody has any questions, I'll share the issue in this Zoom chat. So check. Okay, Vivek, I'm already in the place, so I'll go.
Sudhanshu, do you mind repeating the last part that you just said?
I'm saying that I was already on this position, so I'll share.
Okay. Yeah, okay. But I think I started resharing, so
Okay,
let me know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so thanks a lot, Sudhanshu, for covering that standing agenda item. And so, yep, folks who are familiar with Gatsby or any other static site generator or even Next.js, you will be finding it easier to, get familiar with Gatsby. And if you would like us, if you like to help with upgrade of this MDX plugin, do take a look at the pull request that's linked. And so we basically are in need of someone who can lead this particular effort. So once again, thanks a lot for making that call for volunteers, Danshu. Next up, we'll be talking about catalog. So this is one of the places where we have the catalog, and just like any other e-commerce catalog or any tutorial catalog, you can find out various types of content that are in it. I'll go ahead by sharing this catalog link in chat box. And yeah, if we take a look at one particular content type, that is designs, all these designs that you see, they are Kubernetes apps contributed by maintainers and contributor like you. If we quickly take a look for pod, so simple Kubernetes pod, yep. So if you ever have started, I would like, so Mariam, feel free to unmute when there's a need, but right now I'll be going ahead by muting you. And okay, so I think Mariam is now muted, right? Yeah. Yep. So this is a design app that you can play around in a Kubernetes cluster environment that's right in your browser, so you don't need to install anything. And you may be already familiar with some hands-on scenarios from ClearCode and etc. And it's similar in nature, but much more powerful. You also get a embedded terminal and other stuff. So all I was trying to say is that you can help with publishing more such high quality Kubernetes apps and designs. And we have an issue open on that particular ask right now. That's here. So if you are not very much into Kubernetes or cloud native, you can grab such sample apps from these awesome or example repositories. So you just simply can grab the manifest file or Docker Compose file, or if it's a Helm chart, and can then try importing it in the system that we have. So there's instructions around that too. So hopefully anyone who would like to work, they can comment and get started. Let me share this quickly in chat box. And yeah, once you publish that, you will be able to see your app right in this catalog. You also can share with World and get them a link that they can open and see what you have done. All right. Then next up, we have a similar kind of items, but it is about creating more templates. So if you ever have used any visual tool, they give you some starting template that you can get started with, rather with like from scratch. So we also offer a tool that's you can think of it as Figma for DevOps, and there are a bunch of call for volunteers right now that's open. I'll just simply take this link and we'll drop in chat. All of them have detailed context on them, so let's not repeat. But yeah, you can open any one of these and can comment and we'll get you assigned. That will be on catalog. For assistant, I wonder if either Amit or Sudhanshu will be quickly walking us through. Or if it's me you want to cover, that's also fine. Let me know, please.
No worries, I can go ahead.
Okay, okay.
I will be quick. Okay, so folks who are already been in the community, so there's nothing to but yeah, those who are new, we use system layer by in-house design system. So basically, these are the usable components, right? Like PS components that would be buttons and everything, and themes which are being used in Meshri or one of the remote provider of Layer 5 Cloud. So basically, these are our own design system. So whatever components you see in Meshri UI, Canvas, of these are coming from system. Now, there is a bunch of issues which are need to be documented to the layer 5 side itself. So we document our layer system project system components basically in our layer 5 site itself. So if you go to the product open source projects and system, sorry for site. Yeah. So we document all our system components out there in this. So like if you go to the components, there are a bunch of, but they are not completed. So under layer 5, if you just sort it out with label system, you will see what more components are need to be documented. I already told in one of all the previous meetings that if you see someone already assigned and not been working out till a few last many weeks, so feel free to ask in the GitHub comment that you want to take over this and complete this, because they are pretty much easier since we are using under the material UI components, and over the top we are using assistant. So it will be pretty much easier to go and take the reference from the MUI and just use those reference to document these components. So yeah, that would be quick things to add, and you can take examples from the which has already been published. So yeah, basically these are the few things. Do check out what colors we use. Like for example, if you go to identity colors, what is the meaning of token? Just don't use any hard code colors like hashtag, hash, 3, ABs. We don't use like that. We use particular brand colors and tone palettes. So if you come to just guidance. Yeah. So how we use the palette, and there are a bunch of palette already been defined. Let's just check out here. Yeah. So these are like background text and border colors, which you will use basically when you are documenting or whenever you're using system components, not any other hard components. Right. So yeah, this was pretty much quick to describe on system. There are already readmes. Go check out those. There is already been tutorial, few tutorials in of website meeting has been recorded, which how you to install and how to test system locally. So we'll skip those part this time. And yeah, maybe shall we continue with the next agenda? Yes.
Yep. Also, there was one quick point, and so hopefully Mahadevan, Karan, and hers are on the call. So, and that would basically be about, assistant's standalone site. I'll quickly make that, I'll quickly discuss it. Yep, folks. So Sudhanshu was just showing us how, like, on the main site, we have a section carved out for assistant project. So if you take a look at the URL, it's main site, then projects, and then assistant. It would be nice, and in fact, it was something we started with, which was having a standalone site for assistant. So it would be at assistant.layer5.io. And there's already a site, existing site in there, but it doesn't work. It's just same framework that we use in the main site. So it's Gatsby again, which is our static site generator. And pretty much everything that we use in layer 5 site I think that can be just copy pasted and it can be used in here. Since we already have a couple, a lot of work done in this section, like we have documented multiple components already. Again, these things can be just copy pasted to this site once it starts building, and everyone can set it up locally successfully. So I just quickly take a look at the participants to see if we have Karan or Mahadevan on call, and if they have any progress to share. So
I had a small discussion with Karan. So we just wanted to talk about how the work wanted to be split and then decide on a timeline. So yeah, we just had a small talk yesterday after I figured this is just there.
all right. So I'll just simply describe the ask in briefly. So basically, this is the link where the site folder is in GitHub. So I'll just drop that in chat, and then anyone who is interested to help building this particular site, try these setup commands, and if it is building, then we can start making various section on the site, and like I said, we can make use of some of the system components or some of the components that are on the main site. But if it is not building and there are some errors, those will need to be fixed, and we will need to be creating issues based on those error warnings in order to track them. So yep, this is a area for collaboration, and if you feel like working on it, you can start taking a look at this particular project, like the site, try building it, and in the at the same time opening issues so that they can be tracked. You can work on it, and it's not necessarily that you work on all of them yourself. You can just simply open the issues, and contributors like you, me, and others, they can offer their help. So does we have any volunteer? We'll wait for 5 seconds. I see Mahadevan has his hand raised.
Yeah,
So
I think we'll have to create one issue to track all the things. And I also had set up the site locally. So it does run without any issues. There is a very small make file. There are a few small make file changes to do. Otherwise, it is running fine, but it's just a blank site as of now. So yeah,
yeah,
I'll
makes
create an
sense.
issue for the small changes and do that after this call so that it runs perfectly.
That's awesome. Thanks a lot, Mahadevan. And as you do, please share in website channel so that others are also aware and they also then can try building the site. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
All right. Looks like some issues with the agenda item. So Urwak, if you could just simply undo the suggestions that you have done, so that would be helpful. But in the meantime, yeah, Sudhanshu, let's quickly go to this. And in fact, I think I have this tab open, so I'll make that call for volunteer. And so basically, this item is
Sorry. Yeah, we're sorry to interrupt. Like before we go, just for a reference, we're working on Systent site that. So whenever you open an issue in Systent repo, you see a Figma design link. So to take a look for a reference, I don't know if we are following that design or not, but yeah, it could be helpful for building. Yeah, you can click any of the site, any of the issue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Below
right
there
here.
is a wireframe, and you check out for reference.
Yeah, so these are
Right.
like self-redeeming, and that means you click on it and you are granted access to the mockups right away. So thanks a lot for highlighting that, Sudhanshu. So again, for Mahadevan and others, this might be a very good starting point and resource for you to take a look at. And yeah, usually when you are building any brand new section that's not entirely copied or is similar to this main site, yeah, you will need first come up with some mockup and then get some feedback on it from UX channel in Slack or like meetings like this, so that like we can be consistent in following the rules that we have, like using the same brand asset. So once again, thanks a lot, Sudhanshu. All right, so let's quickly wrap up this standing agenda item with by discussing this particular item, and that is we have integration pages in another site, and that's a lot simpler, just simple HTML CSS site. This is Meshri.io/integrations, and all of the integrations are like in a 3D, format. You can just simply click on sphere, helix, and they will rearrange themselves accordingly. what right now is needed is to, when you click on any one of these integrations, they should take you to their dedicated docs page. And so you heard that right. We have another documentation page, like documentation site, where all these integrations are, described. So let's quickly go there. If I go to integrations, I click on see all integrations. Let's, for example, I click on Accurate. So Accurate is one of the technology that Mishri integrates with, what it is and stuff. You can then read more about it. So yeah, if I see a Accurate integration right here, and I click on that icon, it should take me to this particular page. So you'll just need to have some simple logic in place, and that's all. In fact, I think there's already a logic in place, but it's not working for all the icons. So you just will have to make sure that it does. So I think that's it. You simply can make a direct PR, or if you would first want to create an issue, that's also fine. Know that if you want to create an issue, you will need to do it in the repository that contains the code for this site, and that you can find in the footer of the site. So some general guidance. And I think that's
I think
all
it's,
with the standing agenda items.
yes, sorry. Like, in homepage, if you go, there is already working, so it should be easy to work with that will in the measure type.
Yep. Yeah. I'll quickly show. So, yep, we also have integrations icons at this homepage. And here too, like we are hyperlinking. So you will just have to follow the same logic. It will be copy paste. So pretty good first issue, I would say. Make a issue and start working on it. Or if you want to send a direct PR, do like you also can go that route. All right, now we will be rolling with the topics that we have from you, and the very first item is from Aditya, and it's about a blog. So Aditya, if you are on the call, you can start sharing your screen and let us know the changes that you have made and your blog.
Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah, we are.
So this was the task in the issue, and it was basically a blog post to post a blog for platform engineers, and it had already been a month and it was not updated. So I took this one and so I created a PR and wrote this blog. I had a conversation with Vivek, and earlier I was knowing that Meshri was for service mesh, but after having a good conversation, this information I got to know.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. The initial focus of the project was around service mesh, but before that, like after that, it has been grown so much that it now supports more than 300 plus cloud native technology, including many popular cloud providers and stuff that you again can read more on our integrations pages and there. So thanks a
And
lot for changing
uh,
that. What you can do is wherever you have mentioned service mesh, you just can replace with cloud native infrastructure, right? So that's like that works fantastically.
yeah, and I have been facing these issues in PRs. This one, I think everyone is facing this issue currently. So
Yeah. So if it is about a screenshot,
no,
can
it is about Canvas snapshot. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There's no like, I mean, you don't have to worry about it. If you once can go to the blog so that we all can take a look and offer our feedback.
So wait a second. These were the topics that I had to cover. So the blog is all around that topic only.
Yeah, so if we can be more specific, like setting up Meshri a step-by-step guide, install Meshri, you have like pointed them to the GitHub repo.
Yes.
But I think it would be helpful if we just can direct them to installation pages in Docs, because there like it's much more extensive and covers all the things. So that would like help a lot instead of pointing them to the GitHub repo.
Okay. I will work on this.
Also like since like this is a dedicated blog for platform engineers, it would be helpful if we have some more scenarios driven content. So automating infrastructure with Meshery, you in fact can link to the specific docs pages, or if you can create some hands-on content going into the system and doing these things, that will help. For inspiration, you can take a look at Layer 5 docs, so docs.layer5.io, or I'm sure there will be similar content in Meshery documentation. So yeah, some GIF or content, visual content around that. You also can plug some designs into here. So that would help a lot. Like it's, uh, I mean, much concise than it should be for, since it's dedicated to platform engineers. So you can include links, videos, and a little more illustrative examples or illustrations. And like at any point, if you feel stuck, you can discuss it in the channel. So accept that you may not be familiar with everything, all the aspects of the project, and that's why like we are here. You can ask for help, how you can make it better. So all will be there to assist.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that gives you an idea.
Aditya, like, do we have a member profile? Like,
Do I have?
do we have member profile for a for Aditya?
No,
Currently?
no.
Okay, because at the end conclusion you have written your name. So because basically when we have author, it's directly published at the right sites.
Sorry.
Nothing. I'll just was saying that whenever we have a member profile, so the author details already been published at the right side of the blog. Since you have written at the conclusion below, so I was just confirm.
Okay. Should I stop the screen?
No, wait. Yeah, so thanks a lot, Stanshu. And if you also can do a couple of other changes, like you have named the file aditya.mdx, it would ideally be index.mdx. Then if you scroll all the way to the top category, you have included service mesh that can go. So hopefully like you will be making these changes and then coming back, right, Aditya? That's
Yes, I will make the changes that you have mentioned.
okay. Let's wait for 5 more seconds to see if anyone else has any feedback.
And you will be changing the category, right?
Get this one, Yes, I will be changing this.
I think that's it. Yeah, so thanks a lot for sharing your update, Aditya. That's helpful. And talking about blog, we are nearing 7,000 GitHub stars on Meshery, and it would just be awesome if we have volunteers who can write that blog. You will find examples on such star post on our Layer 5 blog. So if I just quickly go to resources and then blog, if I look for stars, yeah, the story of Meshery's 1,000 and 5,000 stars. These there will be similar blog, but on 7,000 stars. So that's one topic to write a blog on. Then there's also other call for volunteers right now open that is on writing blog. So again, yeah, if you're someone who is into content writing or just want to write some blog, again, jump onto that shows. Then we have this fix from Gaurav, and let's see if we have Gaurav on call.
Yeah, hello Vivek, I'm here.
Yeah, if you can go next and share your update, Gaurav.
Can you please open the PR? I can.
Yep.
Yeah, as such, basically, whenever we are going across the website in the handbook section, so you could observe a lot of spaces in the beginning of every pages. So if you just open the handbook section, you could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So click on any one of them, about or a code of conduct, anywhere. So you could see like there is a little bit spaces present before each heading, and you could see observe this in across all the pages. Some of the pages will have much higher amount of spaces. If you see roles, contribution, recognition, repository, yeah. So basically, yeah, as such, the entire website, I was just playing around with the CSS files. I could see that the entire website isn't very responsive as such. But what I did was, like for desktop viewing, as long and if you're decreasing the size by around like 450 pixels, the issue is fixed. So
yeah. So did we find out why it's happening?
It's like for the present, for the desktop view, if you consider only the desktop view, it is basically because of the values which are changed.
I see a
Okay,
comment from
so
Sudhanshu.
Yeah, Sudhanshu,
yeah,
are you here? Like, could you help shed some light?
yeah. So you can see by the changes you've done, like you changed minus 36 RAM to 53, 62, 90. These changes are like basically will not set the it will not fix the cost, because if you see, then you are just setting the margins. Like if anybody anything change things change around them, then again this height will get disturbed. So again someone will come and change this from 90 to 120. So this fix wouldn't be like the right fix or fix the cause. You have to see
Okay,
the
so
root
what
cause.
do you recommend? Uh,
Yeah, so I'm saying that you fix the root cause, like set some other CSS, like could be flex, grid, like there could be anything based on the scenario. But don't just set the margin top with numerical data, static data. It will be again a issue for us, and it will be hard to maintain. Right? You could understand, right? Some like if I add some more components beside anything, it will again the
mhm.
height will get disturbed.
Yeah,
Other
yeah, I
will
got it,
come
got
and
it.
set from. Try to play a little more, like see what would be the
Mhm.
root cause.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
I understood. Like that is the ideal way to go. But like all the code bases already had like it was hard coded stuff already in the from the present. So
yeah. So that's why someone has done mistakes. So you don't have to. Please, yeah. So
okay, okay. Like I'll play around more with it and I'll update.
yeah, yeah. Try a better approach. Good.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Gaurav.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so next up we will be, and in fact, I'll be going ahead with sharing this link so that anyone else who has any thought can offer their feedback or suggestions on the PR. And so yeah, ideally this container should be starting from the top and not having the space that it has. So let's not repeat. It has already been covered. We have this item from Falgun, and I think Falgun is on the call. Yep. Falgun, do you mind sharing your update?
I'll be sharing my screen.
Yeah,
Yes,
please
I'm
do.
sharing my screen. Okay, so the issue that I wanted to discuss was that whenever in our layer5.io site, whenever we are like switching to a smaller screen size, let's say tablet size, we notice that there is a gap on the right hand side of the page, also in the mobile view. So this was a simple fix that we made. Like the root element previously was having a box sizing of inherit, like it was using the same property. So I like tweaked this. Like I tried many things, but nothing was working out. So after some time, I noticed that this could be an issue, and it seems like this fixes the issue. So the simple change was changing the root elements box
Can
sizing
you show the
and making body an HTML. Yes, I will.
can you use show the that preview? Uh,
Yes, I'm sure.
So again, like we are not very sure on what was the cause. Like we are going with a fix that seems to work right now. Is that correct, Falgun?
Not yes, I'm not exactly knowing, but uh, so the mobile view. This is the fix, the space on the right
Yeah,
hand side is.
this is the issue, right? This is the current version, right? Which you were showing.
Yes, this is the
Yeah, yeah,
current version. Like
yeah. Show the existing one.
this is layer 5 And this is the existing ground. Like
Your voice is
you
breaking
can see
off,
that
right?
this.
Yeah, show me the existing issue with the layer 5.
Yeah, this is the one that's existing right now.
Yeah.
So this is
You
layer 5. Yes. So this
if
is
you
the issue.
reduce
There is a gap in the right hand side. You
It's overflowing.
if you reduce the screen.
see. See.
Yeah,
Not
and now scroll
clear.
from top to bottom.
I don't know why this one.
Yeah, just scroll. Want to see the honeycomb. Is it was coming from?
You have to go to the main page. So if you click on layer 5 icon, then you will be taken to the main page where you can see the honeycomb that Sudhanshu is pointing out, I guess.
So you can see one more issue, right? Like it's honeycomb. So is this also fixed in that?
Yes. No, this issue is not the one I was addressing right now. But
No,
it
because
can be
it comes.
fixed.
Yeah, because it comes like within that responsive issue only, that you are fixing. So
No, but if we see, then there will be like many elements that will have that type of issues. But if I am like focusing on the issue of like removing the gap on the right hand side, then it is a complete different issue, I think. Like
Yeah, makes sense, Falgun. So
I
what you can do, you can try creating an issue that other can take up if you're not interested into, working on that too. So like that's totally fine. What you're saying is making sense. And yeah, looks like this is something that we have currently. The issue is already existing and is not specific from is not stemming from your pull request. So yep. So right now the right overflow in X direction is fixed from your PR, correct?
Yes.
And you have checked all the pages and all the sections where we potentially can have overflow. All the pages you have tested out, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, Sudhanshu, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, please go ahead.
I was just confirming because we already had some few contributors pointed this issue and fixed. So I'm not sure like if they should be the correct. I'm not going through the changes properly, so I'll go through once. But yeah, do check like each and every page because this has been fixed few more times previous than you. So I don't know how this comes again. So give a proper check like thoroughly.
Yeah,
and
because
to create an issue because
Yes, I'll be checking it once.
that issue in honeycomb also need to be fixed because it might be because this kind of issues come right like this right side gets gap because of images because images gets a fixed dimension and they just didn't squeeze that's why the content gets gets gap. So to check that.
700.
Yeah. So thanks a lot for those suggestions.
I'll
Sudhanshu.
once again make sure. Thank you for your suggestions.
Yeah. All right. So then I'll start sharing my screen once again. And yeah, looks like we have one call for volunteer for anyone who are yet to start working on an issue. So this is about missing toggle button in handbook section. So if we go to the community handbook, you can see all of a sudden the theme toggle button, it just disappears. And that's not the case on other pages. For example, if I go to solutions and if I refresh, so that's there, right? It comes up. But let's now again navigate to handbook section. And there, like it just suddenly disappears. And now if you navigate to any other pages, it just doesn't come unless you refresh. So yeah, there's open bug right now on layer 5 repo. So I'd like to just quickly drop this link in chat, and I see Iradha is also working on it, but yeah, we definitely can use some more help who can potentially collaborate here. So, but I'll quickly ask if we have Radha on call, if she has any, we don't.
Hello, Vivek. This issue has been solved actually. She has
Mhm.
created a PR. She basically DM'd me. So yeah, there was a styling issue basically. So I reviewed her PR. Basically, the input box was having the styling none. So she just removed that particular portion. Now that is working completely fine. I will help her how to make a PR. So she's facing some difficulties there. Yeah, this was the PR. Yeah. So this was I have cross-checked it. Now it is working completely fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, it must be there for a reason, like because if it's not, I mean, there is some combination around this theme toggle button. It's grouped with this avatar icon, and based on whether or not you have a valid session, you get this avatar icon. So let's be sure to not neglect that part. So but what basically will be needed is if we go to the deploy preview once. Yeah, so this comes up, that's totally fine. If we go to handbook, again, this is there, but know that the avatar will not come up on this site because it's not layer 5 IO domain, right? So we will not be able to see that avatar. So we will need to mimic the process of this avatar there and then see if it is working or not. What you can do, you can grab the provided cookie from the this. So quickly demonstrate. So the first thing is that you simply hard code, like make it display what to say block, and that way the avatar will be coming up there. Then you can test out. Another thing is when you are logged in into Layer 5 Cloud, you can go to applications, and in your cookies, this is the token that you should be looking for, provider token. You can grab the token and then can put in your cookies on this domain, and that way you will be able to, if it's a valid token, then you will be able to test it out naturally instead of hard coding and then testing. So like, is it making sense what I'm trying to say, Hers?
Yeah. Okay. So I will try to use different approach. What I will do, I will basically pull this
No,
particular
so
PR into my local machine.
yeah. So you don't have to do anything differently. If we are testing and it's working fine, like I said, we will need to be testing out with avatar there. Then like it's totally fine. We can just go with this since we just can go with merge. But
Okay.
it needs to be tested out with the avatar. And I said like why you cannot test the avatar right on this domain, because there is no cookie. So there's two options. Either you can make it, you can hard code the display of the avatar with some mock data, or you can then utilize the cookie that I just shared. You can refer back to this recording, or you can let me know. I'll help with that. So, but thanks a lot, Radha, and Hers as well. All right, the next item is again from Aditya. And so I'll just quickly share that whenever you have any PR like this, you simply can select. So you just simply can select and then can press CTRL-K on your keyboard, and you can just paste any link, and that way it will attach to that. So Aditya, do you mind sharing this update?
Okay. I will update after right now, should I update it?
It would be helpful if you could just quickly show like the changes that you have done,
Okay.
if that's fine. Yeah.
So this PR is already reviewed by Sudhanshu sir and Palma, and the change allow far better functionality. Earlier, the problem in the code was that it only opens the open model function of the code, not it does not redirect to the page that it had to. And I updated this code that allows two functions. First one is that if the enterprise is open model, then it will come up like the information and all. And if it's not an open model, it will redirect to the page that are linked.
Yeah, if you go back to the 2 pages that you were showing quickly. So yep, this pricing is at 2 places, at products page and then pricing page. And I think this is which page? This is products page, right?
That one was product page, this one is for
Yeah.
pricing page.
So currently, like if you click on
Currently only this open model is opening
yeah, so that's
because it's an enterprise, and for the ones that are not an
sales. And
enterprise,
what about the other 3 buttons?
it should have been redirected to the page that are linked to it. Let me show
Yeah.
you. So like these ones are working fine. And
what happens if you go on to the next enterprise button, contact sales?
this an open model. Wait a second. I think there's an issue with my network. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically whenever the contact sales button is there, it should not be like disabled. It should have the color, and then also it should just open that modal. So that modal is reusable, that form. Yeah, this form is reusable. You can just make the 2 pages such that whenever there is a contact sales button, on clicking on it, it should open up this particular form.
Yeah, but these are working fine. The one that I updated it.
Yeah, so if we quickly can go back to the changes that you like your preview on the product page, we were having some issues.
Like these buttons are working fine.
Yep, that's totally awesome. Contact sales, what does it do? This team one?
This will also redirect the page to the information that it has to
No. Yeah, so not this one. So that's what I was saying. Just replace it with the modal that comes up when you open the other. So if you click on the third contact sales, like the enterprise, if you click on it, does it do anything? Yeah.
No, but here is the thing, this particular model is for enterprise only, and hence this is, I think, coming soon. That is why it is.
No. So I'll just quickly repeat. Wherever you see contact sales, that form is specifically for contact sales, right? So it is not related to enterprise or team. And yeah, if you also notice contact sales, it has like disabled behavior. That's not true. So if you also fix these, I except that it may not be stepping from your PR, but again, because you have open a PR, you should be able to fix it out. The contact sales styles, does that make sense, Aditya?
Okay. But in the code of contact sales, there was a redirection link of this.
Yeah, I understand. And in fact, the form is something that I myself have created. We will need to go away from that embedded form, the white form that was coming up. We are going away from there. We are having the modal. It's the new way of contacting the sales team. So I think if you just simply accept what I'm trying to share, that will be fine.
Yes, I will work on this.
All right. So very quickly to sum up, yep, join for free, that's totally working fine. Wherever on either of the pages, like pricing and product page, wherever there's a contact sales, that form should come up. And yeah, this contact sales button that is on enterprise, it should not have that styling like the disabled behavior. So these 3 things. No, the contact sales.
Okay.
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, no pointer and no pointer. When you hover, there's no pointer and the disabled green color. It should be just like in the middle one.
Okay.
All right, so I think that's great. Thanks a lot for sharing your update, Aditya.
Thank you.
Again, we are now on to the next site, and this is a Hugo site, so no React involved. Static site generator, and I'll quickly make a call for volunteer for a documentation item. And again, this will not need a significant effort in terms of writing the content because there's already a much content written. What you would need to do is, talk in like third person. So there should be two parties, a company and a narrator, and you will have to then explain the features or whatever the thing that is there in terms of that conversation, right? So again, since Lee already has described these in here in the issue description, let's not repeat. But yeah, he also has included an example of how Microsoft Docs does it. So I'll just simply drop this link, and anyone who wants to work, you can comment. I don't think we have Jihan on the call due to the time zone difference. So let's skip that item. And then we have this you are here indicator fixed from Shiv Prasad. So let's take a look if we have, yeah, Shiv Prasad is there. So Shiv Prasad, if you quickly can share your update, or if you want me to share your update, you just simply can do voiceover.
So it would be good if you can share, like I don't have my laptop.
Totally fine, yeah.
Just like I haven't changed. Sorry.
Yeah, so for the context of for everyone, this is another documentation site that we are right now covering. That's on your screen too, and the link to is in chat. If you go to and it has a couple of sections. If you go to cloud section, it says you are here, right? This
Cloud or Canvas.
Yeah, if you go to Canvas, then it says you are here, and this particular enhancement is in that manner only. I'll quickly open the deploy preview so others can also see. And in fact, he has attached some links. So see, this is really helpful when you add some screenshot on the changes that you have done. So commendable work from Shiv Prasad. So yeah, now like this looks like this, and it really is great. Thanks a lot. So far, like this looks really good to me. Only one consideration that we can think of is, since we are having so many inline style changes, and since this is repeated at least twice, I think we would benefit from having this in a file and using that class. So I think you already are working on that, right?
Yes, I just saw your your text means that the suggestion. So yes, I would be working on that to create a different file and creating a class.
Yeah. If not of different file, there should be some global level CSS where this can be put up, or you will figure that out. So yeah, that's totally awesome. I just dropped this pull request link in chat, so anyone who wants to take a look, you can. We have other items, and that they are on documentation for Meshery, which is again the static site generator based on Jekyll. And we also have Varad on call, but we also are on time. So I'll quickly ask Varad if we will be able to quickly discuss it, or if they're important.
I have one more question. Can you just run that docs.io?
Yeah. Shiv Prasad, so we are on this docs.
Yes, so like understanding the Messery's ecosystem, here we have three sections: Layer 5 Cloud, Messery, and Canvas. But in that navbar section, docs, so we have Cloud and Canvas. So is there any need to add Messery there also, or
No, you just kind of skip it.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Varad, if there's anything important, let's go, discussing that. If not, we'll be able to carry it forward in the next sites meeting.
Yeah, no, actually, I've done all the three PRs that I've completed the work for all the three of them.
All right. Okay. So I think that's all from that's done from your side. So yep, it
Yeah.
is in need of feedback.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, for that reason, I'll drop the link, and we'll also take a look later, because
Yeah,
this is my area, the documentation for Meshery. So I'll be sure to offer my feedback.
Yeah, sure.
So thanks a lot for everyone for joining the call and sharing your updates. There's another set of call for volunteers that anyone who is interested and have some Figma skills can work on, but I will not be discussing. You can go take a look later. The meeting minutes, again, you will find it in the chat box, or like we always share this community calendar link. where all the meeting related details like the room link and since this meeting is being live streamed, you can refer back to any particular part of it, where you will find all those recordings, then meeting minutes. So this is the meeting minutes for this call. Similarly, there are any number of other meetings that happen. You can take a look at all those details into this page. So let me go ahead by sharing this link in chat. And yep, we have weekly meetings on Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll see you there. Till then, bye everyone. Have a good day.